What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Why We Disney podcast. Kara and I are so excited that you joined us today. We have a really cool episode prepared for you, and I'm so excited about it. But before we go ahead and get started, I want to mention one very, very important thing. If you have not subscribed to our newsletter yet, I'm gonna need you to stop what you are doing and go click the link in our bio on our Instagram, and it will take you right there. Go do that right now and then pop right back over to this episode. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the most magical podcast on the internet. That's right, I'm here with my amazing co-host, Kaycee.
Hey guys.
And it's your girl, Kara. Anyway, as you see by the title of this episode, we are doing a guide to Epcot. You guys are really into our guide and walkthrough episodes. And I think, Kaycee, it's just because we really just get to the nitty and gritty of everything.
Yeah, the details.
It's all the details. So we are doing one of my favorite parks. I'm pretty sure it's my second favorite. Like, I go back and forth. It's hard between, like, Epcot is so different from everything but Hollywood Studio rides, man. Hard to compete.
So hard.
But in the meantime, right now, this is my second favorite park after Magic Kingdom. So if you guys didn't know, it shares a birthday with Magic Kingdom. It also shares a birthday with my best friend, Brandon. Yeah, I have to say that or else he'll come at me for it. October 1st, 1982 is when Epcot came to us. It opened with Magic Kingdom. And if you don't know, Epcot stands for the Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
Wow.
Did you know that, Kaycee?
I did not know that. What a mouthful. Tell me one more time. What is it?
Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
Wow.
That's why, see, Kaycee's not a hashtag Epcot girl. Where my Epcot girls at? We know what's up.
Call them out.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand. So I know, Kaycee, you know what the big golf ball is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Spaceship Earth is its real name, 18 stories high, and it's that big geometric, yeah, I'm not a math person, sphere, right? And it stands for the park's icon. So a lot of the slogan is, if you can read this, thank the Phoenicians, because the Spaceship Earth ride is all about talking about the journey of communication and the human writing from the caveman walls all the way to computers.
Yep.
And I just love that ride. Can we just stop there and talk about Spaceship Earth? Because yeah, it's amazing.
Love that ride so much. It's so relaxing too. Like, it's not one of those like thriller chaotic rides. It's all about like learning and going through the century. I just love that. It's cool.
Yes. And I think I love it too because I like Carousel of Progress. It's very similar in that like learning process, and it's just so cool. It's so neat. And I didn't even know until a while ago that, until I went back in 2019, that there was a ride inside the ball.
Yeah.
Like, that is Spaceship Earth. You go inside the thing, which is super awesome. Because you go in Tower of Terror, you go in the Tree of Life for It's a Bug's Life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really go in the castle unless you're doing Be Our Guest. Not Be Our Guest, I'm sorry. Cinderella's Royal Table.
Yep.
But this is the opportunity to go inside the ball, inside the 4 icons, and ride the ride. So there's a little bit about your icon. So like, what is Epcot? Okay, so it's split into 2 sections, right? Yeah, I know, you got to wrap your brain because Epcot is like huge in and of itself. So you got your future world, and then you got your world showcase.
Yep.
Right? And so in future world, if we like think about the park map, you have your Spaceship Earth, you have Journey into Imagination with Figment, you have the Land in Soarin' over there, the Seas with Nemo, and then on the other side, you have Mission to Space and Test Track. Yeah, 7 rides when you think of it.
Crazy.
And everyone's like, oh, there's no rides in Epcot. There's 7 over there. And then the 8th ride is over in World Showcase, which we'll talk about in a second, but that's a lot going on in that little space. And they also have Mouse Gear, but I think that's down right now, the shopping center. Do you know?
If it was up and running last time I was there, I didn't go into it, but it was shut down for a little while. I don't know. I might need to look into that. I definitely didn't go in it this last time though.
I know, well, we all know there's a lot of construction going in and around
So
Epcot
much.
for
Yeah.
all the stuff that's coming, which is a segment Kaycee's going to talk about here soon. But so there is Mouse Gear. There's a lot of shopping centers all throughout Epcot, but Mouse Gear is the big one. And I think there's something going on with the construction. That's neither here nor there. Then, so that was Future World, right?
Yeah.
Over in the World Showcase, your girls like home away from home, right? We have the 11 pavilions.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell the listeners in the correct order what the pavilions are, right? So we're starting with Mexico.
Okay, we're going this way then.
We're turning left and starting with Mexico.
Okay.
Mexico, Norway, China, Germany, Italy. You hit halfway with America, then Japan, Morocco, France, the UK, and Canada.
The UK. Yeah.
Yep, all 11. Now, in the Norway Pavilion, we also have the Frozen Ever After ride, which for our more experienced listeners, it used to be Maelstrom. Again, Kaycee and I have no idea what that is. So it is Frozen Ever After over there in Norway, but I hope you guys enjoy World Showcase because it's one of my personal favorite parts of Disney World in general. So in Epcot, there's a lot going on, right? They also have 4 festivals throughout the year. There's Festival of the Arts. Right now, there is Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah.
Then there's Food and Wine in the fall. And lastly, we have Festival of the Holidays. So no matter when you go in Epcot, there's going to be something special, additional going on.
Yeah.
You know, like for Magic Kingdom, it's like, oh, like maybe we'll hit Mickey's Not So Scary. Or like maybe we'll hit the Christmas party. Like, no, there's literally something always going on in Epcot, which is awesome.
Yeah. It is awesome.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying it is awesome. It's true. And to experience them all, they're all so different. Like, yes, it's awesome.
Yeah. And Epcot, for those of you that stay at the Riviera, Caribbean Beach, Pop Century, or Art of Animation, it is on the Skyliner route along with Hollywood Studios. So it's super easy to get to if you're staying at one of those resorts. Now, right now, also in Epcot, I'm going to put it there that there's fireworks, right? There used to be illuminations, but coming soon is a new fireworks show. Have you heard about this a lot yet?
Yeah, I've heard people talk about it.
Okay, so it's harmonious, right? And it's going to honor like all the global cultures of Disney, which I think is going to be absolutely amazing. Like, I want them to bring it all in. I want them to do a little bit of Brave. I want them to do a little bit of Mulan. I want them to do a little bit of New Orleans. I can't wait for it. It's just going to be like culture galore, Disney style. That's great.
Yes. Yes.
So there are those like massive barges just like sitting there in the middle of World Showcase Lagoon.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but hot take, those things are ugly.
They're not cute. They're not attractive to look at. And they're blocking the World Showcase, in my opinion.
Yes, like you can't see that beautiful skyline over the lagoon. Instead, there's just like this metal sticking up that looks like the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm not a fan of it. I'm super excited for the show, but I just wish like it just emerged. Imagine it like coming up from the bottom.
From
like,
the water?
Yes.
I'd never thought about that. Like if it could all just be like right there and then right before the show starts, it just lifts up.
That's what I really want it to be. Instead of this, like, let's just put this big light bulb in the middle of the lagoon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. As much as I'm a hashtag Epcot girl, I do not like that metal piece of crap. So.
I'm sure the show is going to be amazing, but seriously, it took away from the World Showcase. Like they had to know that it would, knowing how massive that sucker had to be. So.
Yeah, just not a fan. But Harmonious is not the only thing coming to Epcot in 2021. But we're going to pause for a quick ad break, and then we'll tell you even more stuff.
All right, guys, welcome back. So Kara just gave us a whole rundown of what is in Epcot right now. Obviously, Epcot is one of the most like famous parks in Disney, and it's also known as like the adult park, right? But you know what? There's plenty of stuff to do for kids. My niece and nephew, they absolutely love Epcot. Listen, it's not for just the adults, I promise you. But guys, like Kara just gave us the whole rundown of what's there now. But let's stop and let's talk about what is to come in 2021, which not little things, might I add. Like they're quite large. Quite big deal items coming to Epcot in 2021. Okay, well, let's talk about the first one. The first one that is like, it's the top of everybody's list, right? The Remy's Ratatouille adventure. Kara, are you excited about this?
I cannot wait. I think that Epcot needs this big ride. This like attraction seeker, so I'm super stoked for it.
Yeah, and I think Remy's too. Well, the movie Ratatouille is so popular that I think that Epcot is just going to blow up with this new attraction. Like, seriously, it's going to be huge. And I'm not quite sure why they did this, but they're actually opening Remy's on the 50th anniversary on October 1st, 2021. I won't get to ride it on the 1st, but hopefully I'll get to ride it sometime in that week. But how cool is that?
I don't know if it opening on the 1st, this could be a hot take, is a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
And I only say that because they want the 50th celebration to be this really big thing.
Yes.
So does that mean like we're getting less stuff because this big ride is coming? That's my thought process there, but maybe it's not. I could just be thinking negatively about it. And I just think because of like COVID restrictions and like, you know what I mean? Maybe there's like not all the stuff that they could offer, but they're offering a new ride.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
It was interesting to me to wait that long. I thought the ride was like ready.
Well, and a part of me is like, why hasn't it come yet? Because isn't there one already? Like, I'm pretty sure the other day, like I watched like a YouTube version of it. Like, is there not one already?
Pretty sure my friend Joy, actually, she went to Disneyland Paris and rode it. It's there. So I don't know.
So I don't know. I wish it was a little bit sooner. How cool would it be if it was like the week before open, like the 50th anniversary? I feel like that would have been like perfect. Yeah. But hey, listen, Disney knows what the heck they're doing, but it's going to be this really cool, like if you've ever rode Rise of the Resistance, you know, like their cool, like trackless ride that they do. So it's going to be super fun. It's going to be, you know, I feel like it's just going to blow us all away. It's kind of like Rise of the Resistance. We're like, yeah, I don't know if I'm like a huge Star Wars fan, but when you ride Rise for the first time, it's like,
absolutely,
whoa, this is the coolest thing ever. So I feel like it's going to be huge. I'm super excited about that. So moving on from Remy's, right? We're Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. The date is to be determined. I don't think like it's officially, but like how cool would it be if it did open in 2021? I'm not super hopeful that it will, but I don't know. Kara, when you were there last time, did you try to like peek through the little walls and see?
You know what? I was so focused on eating around the world that I didn't go and peek, just because we haven't heard anything other than it's coming. There's been no like advertisements about it, and there's been no additional hype. So I'm like, you know, they'll tell me when it's coming.
Yeah, they'll let us know. I always try to peek through the little walls, and honestly, I hear like a bunch of like hammers and machines doing stuff back there, but I really don't know. I really don't know if they've made that much progress, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it's coming in 2021, the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that'd be so cool. Also, we got to talk about the festivals for just a minute, right? Okay. Flower and Garden. Kara and I have already been to this one. It's going all the way through July 5th. Like, holy crap. So dang long. And the Flower and Garden Festival is absolutely beautiful. So then right after the Flower and Garden, Food and Wine is going to pick up not too long after. So that is July 15th through November 20th. So right before like the holidays start. They haven't released the dates, I guess, officially for the holiday festival yet, but I'm have no doubt that it'll just follow right after Food and Wine. So, and Kara, I know that we've like talked about this a little bit before, but have you told us like which one is your favorite festival?
I've only been there during Flower and Garden mostly. I was there during Food and Wine last year, but didn't experience Food and Wine the way I should have. So I'm saying Flower and Garden is my favorite, but that's been the only one I've truly experienced.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the Festival of the Arts was super short. Like we didn't like get a chance to go too often, but very cool.
I know, Kaycee, we actually don't have this on our list and on our script, but it just came to my mind, and I want to make sure the listeners know. Also, something that's coming is the new restaurant. And I'm super excited about it. So I can't believe I forgot this on the list, but the Mission 220 restaurant is coming to Epcot.
Oh, you know where is this?
I don't know where it's going, but I'm reading a little snippet here. It's saying at the 2019 D23 Expo that they released this new restaurant called Space 220, and it's going to be an expansion of the Mission Space Pavilion area. It's going to be like all about the stars and planets and astrology, which I love all the stars and moons and stuff. So I'm super excited, and I know it's coming. Kind of like we said with some other stuff, that there's no date yet.
Yeah.
But it is coming.
Yeah. And I do want to mention that too. So we're saying that there's not a date yet, but Kara, how many times have we recorded an episode and literally within like a handful of days, like the date comes out? Like how many times has that happened?
Yes. And something that came out today, the day that we are recording this episode, so not the day it's going to get to you guys, but the day we're recording, the Disney college program just like announced that they're back. Yay. So crazy. News can come out of nowhere at any time of any day. And I appreciate that, Disney, because when everyone was posting about that, I was like, yes, all of us are so happy right now.
Yes.
And I'm just happy for other people. Not for me, I'm not going to do it, but like for all of you.
I wish you would, Kara, though. I wish you would do it.
I got accepted, but I can't. It doesn't work with the teaching schedule. So, but thank you, Disney, for accepting me. That was a big honor.
Yeah, that's huge. Yes, that information did come out today, and I was super excited. I almost cried when I read the article. So very cool. Super excited about what's coming to Epcot in 2021. Obviously, Disney has never disappointed us before, and I don't think they'll ever disappoint us. So really cool. If you have any questions, make sure to DM us on Instagram. We'll be happy to find that answer for you if something was confusing, or if you need help with anything, or if you need to know when something is coming out and you don't recall the date, let us know. We'll look it up for you.
Again, there's so much coming. There's so much to talk about in Epcot with its two huge sections. So Kaycee and I, as always, think that we should really give you our insiders, things that you should know about us, things to look forward to, so on and so forth. Yeah. So of course, we're going to start with our top 3 rides of the park. Kaycee, I'd love for you to go first.
I would love to go first. Okay, so top 3, Frozen Ever After, Frozen Ever After, and then Frozen Ever After.
Got it.
Okay, kidding. So Frozen Ever After is my all-time favorite ride at Epcot. I will literally hop in that ride as many times as whoever I'm with will allow me to. Normally that's twice. Sometimes it's 3 times. Hey, you never know. Okay, so Frozen Ever After for me. Soarin' is going to be my second one, and I really like Figment. I know that like some people hate Figment, some people think he's weird. I think he's adorable, and that's my number 3.
I love it. I love the list.
What about you?
My first, so we swapped. My first is Soarin'. I think it goes with my love of World Showcase, just being able to adventure in a short amount of time. I love that. And then Frozen Ever After, because the Imagineering, the schematics, the everything.
The music. Amazing. Oh, it's great.
Yeah. And then my third It's really tied. But I really think that my third is the Three Caballeros because everyone is sleeping on that ride. It's amazing. I love that ride. No one can tell me different. It deserves a fast pass. I'm so passionate about this. It's such a great ride. It's so much better than some of the other things. I'm not going to go on my tangents, but
it's a cute thing. It's a cute thing. Right now, I'm still kind of upset because they have the like paper Donald and come on, fix them and bring them back.
They're slacking a little bit right now, but they'll go back.
It's a cool ride though. I can second you there. I do like that ride. All right, Kara, so let's talk about our favorite snacks and restaurants. You go first this time.
Okay, so more recently I've tried this and it became my favorite of the parks, the frozen violet lemonade at the Flower and Garden Festival. Oh my gosh. I think Princess Shannon, her tag, she said that it tastes like a popsicle, and it completely does. That was like, wow, it tastes like a popsicle. That was great. I absolutely love it. I did eat the flower. My mom was scared to do it. I ate the flower because they're edible. You only live once, okay? I ate the flower. It was weird. I don't suggest doing it. But I did it for kicks and giggles. I love that. And I also love the boba tea from Joy of Tea in China. There's just, you're not going to get it any more authentic than there, unless I actually go to China, and that's not happening anytime soon.
Yeah, who wants to go to China? Come on. That's really cool. So when I was there last, I really wanted to try that beautiful violet lemonade, but it was so cold. And Brooke and I were there late at night, and it was cold. And you literally said it tastes like a popsicle. I was not feeling a popsicle when it was cold outside. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. So I have one very strong recommendation for Epcot. A lot of people enjoy, walking around to each pavilion and eating at each place, which is incredible. Love that. If you want to do a sit down lunch or dinner in Epcot and you like barbecue, this is in America, and it's the Regal Eagle Smokehouse. Regal Eagle Smokehouse in America. The best barbecue. And with full respect to Flame Tree Barbecue in Animal Kingdom, I love that one too, but this one tops it, Kara. It does.
I will have to check it out. Full disclosure, I've never been in the America Pavilion. Never. Because I'm like, oh, screw America. I live there. And then I'm like, on to the next one.
Can travel to America when I walk outside of Disney. Listen, I'm going to France.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
So that is definitely our favorites. And then we have something on our bucket list. I like this whole Disney bucket list idea. So go ahead, you first.
Okay. So for me, I'm ashamed that I haven't truly done this like you have, Kara. I really am. Okay. I have never eat or drank around the world.
You're
never. Not completely. Of course I've tried things here or there, but I've never committed, you know what I'm saying, to do it,
Yeah.
And
or even do both. Get a drink here, get a piece of food here, that way you're not drinking something constantly or eating all day. But I do highly suggest doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's on my bucket list for 2021. I don't know, maybe when me and Daniel go in the next couple of weeks, I might talk him into it. Hey, do you want to just walk around with me and eat food?
Yes, girl. Yes. I'm all about it. So mine is eat at the Garden Grill. This is always on my list. And for some reason I'm like, no, we're not going to do it. Let's go here somewhere. Topolino's or some other sit down restaurant takes precedence over it. So I'm just I need to do it. It's Chippendale. They're adorable. And it's family style, right? So it's all cute. And I just need to sit down and do it. It's one of those things that I just need to stop taking it off the list.
Yes. Yeah. And I see it sometimes on the, dining reservations list. I look at dining reservations probably every day. And not even for like my personal upcoming trip. I'm just like, oh my God, there's a Topolino's like tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Better go. Book a flight.
Right.
And it's right there in the land pavilion, and it's actually rotational. So it's moving while you're eating, which is like the craziest thought. So yeah, I've got to check it out.
It's so cool. We ate there when I was a kid. So I have not ate there since I've been an adult, but I remember like being mesmerized by like turning while I'm eating with, it's also a character meal too. It just had everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm excited.
We got to respect it, right?
Yes.
All right, guys. So we I guess we posted on our Instagram and had you guys give us some would you rathers Epcot edition. So we are going to do some listener shout outs. Thank you so much for everyone who responded to this. We had a ton of you guys jump on this one. So let's go ahead and get started. Kara, you ready?
Yes.
Are we doing rapid fire or are we explaining?
Both.
Both. I don't know.
Whatever the correct answers.
Okay. I feel like if we need an explanation, we should definitely give our explanation. Okay.
Yes.
Now, we had 3 people submit this exact one, okay? So this is eat around the world or drink around the world. This is from Ashley at Darling of Disney, from Miranda at the Mickey Mouse Traveler, and magically Amanda Victoria. Thank you, guys. Y'all are so sweet. Kara, which one? Eat around the world, drink around the world?
Eat.
You'd rather eat?
I would rather eat. As much as I like my drinks, I feel like I would be just trying a different wine or a different beer. But like there's a lot more, I feel like a lot more food choices out there.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. I would say eat as well. I'm with you. You. I can't wait to go to Disney with you, Kara, and do Epcot with you personally. That's what I'm excited about.
Yes, because you already know we're hitting up everything. And we're saving money in the process.
Oh, everything. Oh, I'm so excited. All right.
Yep.
Next one. All right. I love this one. Okay. Get stuck. So we're getting stuck. Okay. On Nemo and Friends or Journey to Figment.
I think Nemo. What about you?
I would rather get stuck on Nemo. Yeah. Because at least I could, like, it's dark in Nemo and I could sleep if like we're stuck for too long.
Isn't it stuck in Figment? It's dark in Figment.
Right? Not entirely. No. And honestly, imagine if you got in like one of those really bright spots where the jingle is just like getting it. Okay. And I'm stuck for an hour. Like, someone come get me out of here. I love Figment, but I would not choose to be stuck on Figment. So Nemo for me too. That was from at M Barn, and her name's M. So thank you so much for submitting that. All right, let's see. Oh, this one's from my man, Brandon. Okay. Fireworks at Epcot or Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios. This one's pretty easy for me.
Right now, Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios. But we haven't seen the new fireworks at Epcot yet.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, based on the old fireworks at Epcot, I'm going to say Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios.
Okay, so I'm gonna opposite from you this time. Okay, so I'm gonna do fireworks at Epcot simply because you cannot have a bad seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At Epcot. Like it's such a big, like, and everyone is seeing what I feel like is the exact same like show, because you know there are good and bad places at Magic Kingdom to watch the fireworks, you know. So I think that's why, simply just based off that, there is no bad seat at the fireworks.
What? I forget who just posted it. I want to say it was Jeff at Jeff for Magic, but someone posted, and I'm sorry, Jeff, if it was you. But they were at like the America Pavilion or France or Italy, somewhere on the other side. And they're like, this is my favorite spot to watch the fireworks. And I was like, you know what? You can literally see them from everywhere. I didn't put 2 and 2 together until that moment.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I got you.
That's cool. All right. So thank you, Brandon, for that one. Okay. So this next one is from Tiffany at Tiff and the Teacups. Oh, that's cute. Tiff and the Teacups. So the frosé or margaritas from Mexico.
I'm going to say the frosé, mostly because I've had the margaritas from Mexico. I haven't had that frosé yet from Italy. And those margaritas do you dirty. I'm just gonna tell you right now, when you drink around the world and you start in Mexico, yeah, good luck to you. Good luck to you. If you start in Canada, most people are drinking beer. But if you start in, if you're doing alcoholic beverages, but if you start in Mexico with that margarita right away, and then you take that shot in Norway, and then it's just downhill from there. So
I think you should start in Canada then if you're doing that.
No.
So sorry, Tiffany. So I don't actually drink alcohol, so I don't really have a preference, but I do love Mexico. So I'm going to say Mexico. I don't know. Like if I'm with friends who are having margaritas, I'd rather hang out in Mexico. I don't know. Thank you, Tiffany. Okay. Oh, I like this one too. So this is from Hannah at Little Bit of Disney. This is start in Mexico or start in Canada. And I had to like legitimately think about this one for a second. Which one would you rather, Kara? Start in Mexico, start in Canada?
Like I said at the beginning of this episode, there's only one correct answer, and you start in Mexico. You start in Mexico. You people that start in Canada, like it's just not natural to go this way, right? It's natural to go this way. So we're going to start in Mexico. And like when you start in Mexico, you end up right there at Frozen. Who's going to start in Canada and go the whole way around to Frozen? Crazy people. No, start in Mexico, work your way around.
Start in Mexico. But doesn't it go Mexico, Norway?
Yeah.
So you're talking about passing, like going like around this way, right?
I think, yeah.
But then wouldn't you like, so I would prefer to start in Canada and go all the way around and then end at Frozen.
Well, that's silly. What are you getting in Canada?
Nothing.
Okay,
Nothing.
Perfect. What are you getting in the UK, Kaycee? What are you getting? Nothing? You're probably getting nothing until you get to France, right? But when you go to Mexico, what do they give you? Margaritas, the three caballeros. What do you get at Norway? The ride. Then you're at China, excuse me, you have the reflections, you have Mulan. Don't come at my girl, she just got her own movie. And you got the bubble tea. You're ending, you end with nothing over there in Canada. I am very strong on this opinion. And y'all say Canada, tell me what you're getting. Unless you're from Canada, then I get it.
You're making my stomach hurt. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Hannah at Little Bit of Disney for this debate. I don't know. I'd rather end with Frozen.
Let me just say no one does Disney wrong. So if you start in Canada, you're not wrong. You're just not right, because the right way is going to Mexico.
Some people live for that poutine in Canada, though. Some people live for that.
It was bad. Don't have it. I tried it. It was bad. I was so excited for it for months. I wanted this poutine, and it was crap. And I love French fries and gravy and cheese. What could you do wrong? It wasn't good.
Your mom loved it, though.
I don't want to go back to Canada because I am so upset that the poutine was not good. Yeah, my mom.
Maybe you had a bad batch.
Okay, but that's my mom. Okay, but like, I was just so upset.
I think you hyped it up so much, and then when you took your first bite, you're like, "This is not incredible," you know.
But you know what else I hyped up? Tachos. They live up to their name. Poutine does not.
They do. They do.
Sorry, guys.
Tachos live up to their name.
Feelings.
Very strong. Hey, that is okay. All right. So this is our very last one. Okay. I like this one too. So this is from Samantha at Samantha Yates Travel, or maybe Yates Travel. Yep. Thank you, Samantha. So she said, sit down meal or snack all day. Sit down meal.
Kaycee, you first.
I'm going to say sit down meal. Especially in Epcot. But yeah, I'm trying to branch out. Listen, I'm working on it. It's on my bucket list, okay, to snack all day. What about you, Kara? I think I know your answer, but let's see.
You're also not a foodie. You're like all about the rides. So I'm shocked that you would just say sit down. Because it's just like you gotta get us something to eat and then go on the next ride.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked you would say
or not snack at all and just have like that really big meal in the middle of the day and then ride forever.
On a normal day, I would say snack all day. My bucket list is to do the sit down though.
Okay. I love it.
But I'll say snack all day.
All day. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for submitting our Would You Rathers. And of course, when this episode releases, we're going to make you guys do those too. So don't think that Kara and I are just having this. Like, you guys have to do it too. Okay. Head over to our Instagram and go ahead and get that done.
We love when you guys are a part of the conversation. The Why We Disney podcast is all about bringing you guys the magic and having you guys talk to us too, because Kaycee and I clearly state when we don't know what's going on or when we have really strong opinions. So this podcast is really for everyone, the Disney newbies, the Disney novice, and we hope that you guys all enjoy. If you love Disney as much as we do, don't forget, like Kaycee said at the beginning of this episode, to subscribe to our newsletter where you can get all the information. And if you don't already, follow us on Instagram, Pinterest. Yeah, that's right. We have a Pinterest, TikTok, Facebook, and everything in between. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to email us with any suggestions on what you want us to talk about here on the podcast. From our little screen to yours, we hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.
Bye, guys.